This is the end, my friend.
If season 3 of Star Trek Picard has you ready to engage in similar shows, here are 5 more like this that you gotta check out next. The third and final season of Star Trek Picard is a certified fresh hit once again. You heard that right. And along with more Star Trek and other great sci-fi shows, this will be your number 1 as we boldly go where some have gone before.
I need you. All of you.
We're with you. Always.
Engage.
Starting with our brand new pick, Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Now, this is actually a spin-off from the Star Trek Discovery series, and it follows Captain Kirk's predecessor, Captain Christopher Pike, as he navigates the Enterprise in the decade leading up to the original series. I love a good prequel. And now with a 99% certified fresh first season under its belt, it's clear that critics are totally on board. And the consensus gives praise for recapturing the sense of boundless discovery that defined the franchise's roots. It basically sounds like any Trekker's dream, or a Trekkie's dream if you're one of those. A second season of this Emmy-nominated show is in production, and in the meantime, you'll need about 9 hours and Paramount Plus to check out the first season. And when you're done, you can call it Strange Old Worlds.
Let's show them what you got.
Our throwback pick takes us back to the 60s, which is super groovy, with the original Star Trek series. And sure, it's a bit obvious, but it's also a must whether you have seen it or not. I mean, considered ahead of its time on many levels, it ran from 66 to 69, and it gave us some pretty iconic characters, ultimately creating a franchise that has lived long and done pretty well. Now, Star Trek has an overall fresh score of 80% for the series, and if you're not sure about heading back this far for a show, the consensus from critics reminds us that it, quote, may look dated, but its gadgetry and solid storytelling solidify its place as one of pop culture's most enduring franchises. Enough said. You'll need about 66 hours to watch all 3 seasons, and who knows, maybe this will lead you to a place where you say that Star Trek is better than Star Wars. I mean, we love a good debate.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Next up is our audience pick, thank you friends, and that is Battlestar Galactica. This reimagining of the 70s show ran from 2004 to 2009. It was created by Ronald D. Moore, who had previously worked on 3 different Star Trek series and also went on to create the series Outlander, so he knows what's up in other words. This Edward James Olmos-led show earned 19 Emmy noms and 3 wins, and not only was it a hit with fans, critics loved it too, calling it, quote, a captivating combination of riveting political drama and science fiction. I mean, politics and sci-fi, it is a beautiful combination, my friends. You can watch all 74 episodes in just over 54 hours on Peacock, and the whole time, maybe you'll wonder, isn't Battlestar Galactica an awesome name for a band too? Or maybe that's just me.
This war is over. We lost.
We have 50,000 people left. We leave this solar system and we don't look back.
Jump.
And our editor's pick this week is The Orville. So this sci-fi dramedy was created by Seth MacFarlane, and it's set 400 years in the future on an exploratory ship that is facing both intergalactic and everyday life problems. I mean, aren't we all? The series has a strong cast led by MacFarlane along with Adrian Palicki, and it carries decent tomato meter and audience scores for its 3-season run. And critics call The Orville fun, focused, and surprisingly thoughtful. You're looking at about 26 hours of binge time for this series, but in space-time, that's like a fraction of a light year or something, right? That's nothing.
I have wanted to serve on an exploratory vessel.
You're nobody's first choice for this job, but we have 3,000 ships to staff, and we need captains.
Can I have one of these mints?
Those are marbles.
And finally, our certified fresh pick this week is Amazon's The Expanse. This one is set in a not-so-distant future where humanity has colonized the solar system. And clearly fans couldn't get enough considering that they campaigned to save the show after it was canceled by Sci-Fi Channel. With 6 very fresh seasons, critics like The Expanse because it, quote, blends sci-fi elements and detective noir into a visually compelling whole. You're gonna need nearly 62 hours to get through this one, but if you take it 1 hour at a time, it'll only take you 62 hours. You're welcome.
One people with a shared purpose. We will face the unknown together.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jean-Luc would totally approve of this list, so you know it's good. Be sure to let us know what you are currently streaming in the comments, and check back here for more recommendations based on the shows you love right here on Rotten Tomatoes. More like this.